From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger from Weather NorCal. Here's the deal. We still got those cool mornings. We've got the mild afternoons in store for us the rest of the week. Yeah, there is going to be a slight dip in our temperatures going into the weekend and early next week, but nothing major, nothing all that noticeable. Now, the winds are expected to pick up, but it looks like now they may take a little bit longer to get here. It's looking more like around Sunday, Monday, as a matter of fact, of next week. And we're still seeing that potential. A lot of times I talk about the potential for rain looking at the long range, and one of the first things we got to look at is consistency. Are each of these forecast model runs looking out 10, 14 days? Are they consistent in showing the rain, timing, and intensity? And I'm beginning to see a little bit more consistency, so that means there's a little bit more confidence that as we go into the last week of this month, we may be transitioning into more of a cooler and wetter pattern. Now, still nothing guaranteed. The timing, the intensity, that's all things we've got to iron out, but at least we can talk about that potential for some rain here before we wrap up the month of January, the first month of 2025, right? Take a look at your neighborhood forecast for the rest of the day today. Sunny skies, temperatures in the 50s for most areas outside of the valley, where the valley would be in the low 60s. High pressure doesn't seem to be quite as prominent. We're not seeing it, the typical signatures that we have, but it's still there. You can see the void of clouds over the eastern Pacific, the void of clouds in the western United States. That's high pressure, keeping those clouds mainly up to our north, and of course that rain and snow as well. So we take a look at the winds. We go in the next few days, we're still looking at fairly, we'll call it calm-ish winds, right? We're talking 5, 10, maybe even upwards of 15 miles per hour as we go through at least the first half of the weekend. But by Sunday, Monday, we may see those winds begin to elevate a little bit here. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, as we look at Futurecast, a couple of things to take note. We're still dry. Big ridge of high pressure, right? But again, where we're seeing the tighter packed isobars are still to our north in the Pacific Northwest and to the east into Nevada, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, all of these areas seeing the gusty winds on Saturday. But for us, it's not going to be so bad. But as this area of low pressure starts to kind of transition and move to the east, unfortunately, it's not going to bring us any rainfall. But what it will do is elevate the winds Sunday and into Monday. A bit of a north wind. You got high pressure to the north, low pressure to the south. The winds blow from high to low pressure. That's why we got those north winds. Now, am I expecting a major wind event? No, but you will notice the winds picking up, especially for the valley and even the foothills east of the valley here as we go into your Sunday and Monday. That then scoots on out of here. The winds start to die down, high pressure builds back in, and what are we left with? Still the dry conditions. However, I want to point this out right here. Yes, it wants to most likely move up and over the ridge of high pressure, but we're beginning to see signs that this may be able to break through that ridge and bring at least some of us, maybe a chance for some showers by the end of next week. So by next Friday, this may bring some light showers for parts of the North Coast, Siskiyou County, maybe even Modoc County getting in on that as well. Now, is this going to be a big deal? No, but at least it's showing signs of transitioning to hopefully more of a cooler and wetter pattern that we're starting to see as we get towards the end of this month. All right, so something to kind of keep watching and looking for. No guarantees just yet, but it is something that I've got my eyes on, and I'll be, of course, telling you about in each of the forecasts. All right, temperatures here in the low 60s for this afternoon in the valley, 40s, even 50s for the higher elevations, and those mid-50s out along the coast. We look at your 7-day outlook, and yes, we will see temperatures drop slightly, generally in the low 60s through Sunday. And then for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, many of you may have the day off, you're starting off a little bit cooler, upper 50s before they tick back up for next Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's go and take a look at the coast, inland, and for Trinity County, and also seeing those temperatures dropping a little bit here as we go into the weekend, ticking back up for your Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Here's a look at Siskiyou, Modoc, and the Eastern Mountains. actually as we go into Martin Luther King Jr. Day, it actually drops a little bit. Low 40s for Mount Shasta and Alturas. And look at that, only reaching 37 for Susanville on Monday. But again, also ticking upward for your Tuesday and Wednesday. That is your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6 o'clock. Until then, have a great afternoon.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.